On the mantle in my parents' house, on kind of the right side, there's a picture of my older sister. It's on the back, etched in my mom's handwriting. It says October 20th, 1996. In this picture, in typical 90s fashion, she's wearing a pink velvet dress, and stitched into it are these purple flowers from head to toe. And she's at the center of the picture. And all around are doctors and nurses, smiling from ear to ear, some of them even clapping because they're so ecstatic. October 20th, 1996. It was the day that she was declared cancer-free. But what does that even mean? I've often wondered. I don't really remember much about this time in my life. I remember mostly that my family was surrounded by so many casseroles, more than we can imagine. And we called these ladies that brought these magical casseroles to our house the casserole game. We had doctors and friends that came to our house continually, always offering up prayer and support. It was a time that was really filled with joy. There were so many people that were pouring out their love for my family. I was even a little bit jealous of all the gift shop trips my sister got to take every time she went to go to the hospital. But the one story I've been told over and over again from this phase, even though I don't really remember it, was when I was about 3 years old. I was laying on my parents' bed. It was probably a day much like every other day that year. And my mom was changing my sister's catheter. She was kind of laying on the bed. There was comforts, gauze, and cotton balls all around. And there was this big white crate that kind of lived in the right hand of my parents' bathroom. And somewhere in the midst of my mom changing my sister's catheter, little 3-year-old me looked up to my mom and said, "Mom, when will I get my catheter?" I wanted to be just like my big sister. When she was 2 years old, she had this straight blonde hair. When she was 3 years old, it was the fancy hat face. And when she was 5 years old, so when this picture was taken, and she was declared cancer-free. And then the middle school years came after that. And you see, I kept coming back to this question, what does this even mean? She had been declared cancer-free on October 20th, 1996. And though the cancer was long gone, there were these deep, invisible scars that remained. When you pump a 3-year-old with chemotherapy and their brain is still developing, there's a lot of executive functioning that's impaired by that, whether it be goals and planning or just attention or memory. And so middle school is already hard. I'm sure many of us can identify with that, but it was extra hard. So these years were marked by the holes in the wall from the alarm clocks as she threw them and she got angry, from the screaming matches with my parents, and there was pink nail polish that she spattered all over the floor when she got angry. I hated these screaming matches. I like peace and calm. This was anything but that. So I'd sit on my bed or kind of curl up like the world would go away. And I would just pray for peace. I would ask God why. I don't understand why. And I would look back to this picture. It's on the mantelpiece. And I'd think about my curly brown-haired sister. I wondered, in the midst of this, who would my straight blonde-haired sister have been? Kind of mourned it with the loss of my grandparents on my dad's side that I never got to meet. A sense of wonder. I never got to meet her. I was so young. And then, now, she is a hairdresser, and she gets to change hair from straight blonde to curly brown every single day. And now I'm here in divinity school, chasing my dreams of 7 years to be a pastor, or a leader of the casserole gang, as I like to say. To get to pray over 3-year-olds that have leukemia and that are wearing fancy hats all day long. And this summer was the first time in 7 years that we had been home together. We had kind of gone our separate ways. She had gone to boarding school and then college, and then I had gone to college, and we'd never been back in the same city. But this was the first time in so long. So I was really nervous, and even all my friends knew. They were like, how is this going to go over? But my older sister was enamored by this fact that her younger sister, that was this goody-goody, was now finally 21 and could go and explore the bars in Raleigh. So we spent a lot of days that summer just talking and laughing and catching up. And I realized something that I'd never realized in her before. She had endured so much and was more courageous than anyone I'd ever met. She didn't have a college education, and school was really hard for her, but she had paved her own way. She'd gone to hair school, and now was even starting her own business. She had more strength than anyone I'd ever known. She cared for those around her with an abounding love, was better than me at sending Christmas cards and birthday cards, never missed one. It was this sister that I felt like I'd finally come to know. And now as I look back on that frame, that picture of her when she was 5 years old, when I think back to that provocative question that I asked my mom, as I was laying on the bed, I realized that my 2-year-old self knew something that my 23-year-old self had long since forgotten. I want to be just